Welcome to our new program today. If you've been working on fine-tuning your American accent, then you are absolutely in the right place. We're about to jump into a really powerful exercise, and it's specifically for those of you who are already at an advanced level. You know that feeling, right? You practice and you drill, but you just seem to hit this wall, this plateau where some sounds they don't feel natural yet. It can be so frustrating. But what if the problem isn't how hard you're working, but the kind of practice you're doing?
Okay, let's get into it. For a lot of advanced English learners, you've already mastered the individual sounds. That's done. The real final hurdle, that last 10% of the journey to sounding truly natural, well, it often comes down to just a few super tricky, complex sounds. And today, we are tackling one of the biggest ones, the American R vowel.
So here's the key idea. Practicing single sounds is great. It's the foundation. But it's not the final step. To really build that fluency, that muscle memory in your speech, you've got to level up. It's time to start practicing complex word shapes that are going to challenge your mouth in whole new ways. And that leads us right to our main event for today, the R-Colored Vowel Challenge. Yeah, we're framing it as a challenge, a high-level workout, because it's designed for dedicated learners like you who are ready to just smash through that plateau. So what's the method? Well, it's actually deceptively simple. The whole goal is to practice words that don't just have one R sound, but two, or maybe even more. This is really the next logical step for anyone who feels like they've already got a good handle on the individual sounds by themselves. Just imagine a word with 3 different R-colored vowels all packed into it. When you try to say it, you're not just making one sound. You're trying to transition between several really complex positions in your mouth, and you have to do it fast. It's a real gymnastic feat for your tongue. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? If you tried this kind of exercise and it feels hard, that's actually a great sign. That feeling of challenge means your muscles are learning, they're adapting. So think of it this way. The difficulty isn't a bug, it's the main feature. That's how you know the workout is actually working. All right, so how do you actually do this? It's not about just staring at a word and hoping for the best. Nope. There's a clear, structured way to do it that makes this whole challenge feel way more manageable, because we're going to break it down into simple steps. The process is super straightforward. First, you'll see the word. Then, you'll hear it pronounced correctly. After that, it's your turn to repeat it. And hey, the pause button is your best friend here. Use it if you need more time. The main goal is just to practice as many of these tough words as you can, to really build up that strength. You know, this whole idea of breaking down a really complex task, well, that's central to what we do here in Mastering Flawless English. A structured method like this is what can turn a really intimidating challenge into a goal you can actually achieve. Okay, so we've established that this is hard work. I get it. But what's the reward? Why should you go through all this effort? Let's talk about the payoff, because honestly, it's a big one. This lays it out perfectly. The effort? It's going to feel like you're twisting your tongue into a pretzel, really pushing it to its limits. But the reward for that intense workout is exactly what you're here for. A more polished, fine-tuned, and natural American accent that sounds totally effortless to everyone else. And of course, we have to acknowledge the intensity with a little bit of humor, right? This workout will feel exhausting at first. Just kidding. Or not really. That little winking smiley face is there for a reason. Pushing through that difficulty is exactly what makes the whole journey worth it. And this right here is probably the most important thing to remember. Like any exercise, the first time is always the hardest. But I promise, with consistent practice, that muscle memory starts to build, the movements get smoother, and what once felt impossible starts to feel, well, natural. Every single session makes the next one that much easier. So as we wrap things up here, I want to leave you with this question to think about. Today, our focus was on the R vowel. But take a second and think, what is the one skill in your own life that you're willing to practice this intensely to truly master? Congratulations on making it through this advanced workout explainer. The key now is to take these ideas and really start practicing. That's where the magic happens. And hey, if you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, and maybe share it with other learners you know who might get something out of it. It really helps YouTube show this to a wider audience. Thanks so much for being here.